doing a quick audio test because it appears that I've recorded about an hour and 50 minutes worth of footage without any audio on it at all. So again, this is just a quick audio test, seeing why everything decided to shut off and give us no audio through that whole thing. It's just kind of a bummer because that would mean that that last video makes no sense at all. So, damn, that sucks. Well, looks like I'll be making that video again. And interestingly enough, it still leaves the last game that I was streaming up there. Man, oh man, oh man. Cool. Well, we'll just delete those two videos and, well, I mean, not delete it, but yeah, damn, that sucks, man. Okay, well, at least I know that I have to triple check next time before I stream. Because the audio, all my levels was coming up completely good. Unfortunately, it just, I don't know, the connection, I'm not sure what was wrong, why OBS wasn't streaming audio. Maybe it'll show up later on the stream, I don't know. I just know whenever I went to view it back, I had there was no music and there was no mic being played, so, and it's already 12:03. You know what? Screw it. Let me open up Fusion. Maybe, put some words to what was happening last time before the PC decided to crash. Which is super annoying. Like, dude, everything, my computer went from stable to now I really have to figure out what's wrong. Like, why the PC is crashing like this. I don't know what's failing. Plenty of RAM. Video card could be going out. I don't know. Maybe it's a power supply issue. Oh shit. I didn't click recover. Can we, yeah, let's try this one more time. They just may have lost all that work that that I was doing. Unless Fusion is going to give me another opportunity to recover that file. If not, I'm screwed and all I have now is just the original file. Okay. Ooh, sweet. Okay, let me turn off our bulletin there. Okay, cool. So let's go back. Simplify 3D off. Okay, cool. So basically what I was doing is, on the original video, you can see me make this kind of design here, and well, damn, that one's actually not the one either. Yeah, just get back to this one, okay? Make a circle. Where's our offset plane? Offset plane here. Sorry, create a sphere. Sphere. On this plane, center 12. Cool. So it doesn't look like a whole lot's happening because there really kind of isn't at the moment. I mean, basically all we did is we cut a sphere out of our original model here. Which, I mean, you can see there. Or we can see on the wireframe. But yeah, we cut the sphere out of our original model. So if we jump back into Simplify 3D, this is that model right there. And if we print this out, if we printed this out normally with our regular setup, we get just a regular insert with, you know, a circle dug out of it, which is not what we want. We can sort of exploit the infill and do something interesting. We tell it that it doesn't want, we want no solid layers, no solid top solid layers, and no bottom solid layers. But we want to keep the outline. Outline is, you know, it's definitely what we want. If we go back and we prepare to print, you can see we get a much different effect. Because instead of having in this area, let's add a little bit of infill. So this area here should be all filled in if it had a top and a bottom layer, because that's part of, it's the top of our original kind of design there. But if we tell it we want no infill at all, when we go to print it, we have just the outline, and since our outline dips in and sort of creates some negative space, it still fills it in. So I don't know, this is a little kind of a technique that I want to explore more, because that's a pretty nice effect. How I had originally started kind of playing around with it was this skull design that You know, I mean, that doesn't work. Let's see, set this up. How it should be. So yeah, like, this was a random insert for the plug, little plug insert that I made. Wanted to do something with a little 3D skull on the top. But I thought it would be cool to kind of make an intricate design on this space right here around. I don't know if my cursor shows up on the screen or not, which is kind of a problem. I wish I have to figure out how to turn that on. But yeah, basically the space, the negative space between the exterior wall and the skull itself. I wanted to figure out how to put a design in there. So what I did, and you can go back, I guess, and look at the other video, which is kind of all over the place, but with no voiceover, it doesn't make any sense. So you basically create two processes, one to print the plug itself, and then one to print the top. And on this one, 12 millimeters is where that stops. You can see, okay, yeah, it cuts the skull off completely. So come back into here and turn our infill down to do the full honeycomb. Something 50%. Okay, so something like that. So we've got the infill going. Next we need to do is add another process. And we want that to be 100%. Jump over to the advanced tab and tell it to start printing at 12 millimeters. So that's going to be from the top of the plug and onward, which is basically, it's going to be the skull. So doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, like so. And tell it to print all processes the same. So this creates the effect that we're looking for with, you know, multi-process. So we have a really cool honeycomb effect and the skull is sitting on top of it. And obviously what you're going to have to do is adjust your, you're going to have to adjust your infill so that it accommodates for, you know, if you're printing something on top of it. If you're doing something like this, you know, you have to look in here and see, you know, is the printer going to be able to print that little bit of an overhang and it'd be okay? You know, I don't know if yours will or not. Mine doesn't have a problem with it. Printed out pretty fun. So that's kind of the process that I'm looking at, and just taking it a step further, you know, like seeing what I can really do with kind of going outside of the box instead of like create a model and then print it. Kind of tweaking those things and working within the software and figuring out, you know, what I can kind of, what other kind of effects we can produce with the software. And so far, like I said, in the video, the last video, I just started kind of explaining what I was doing, and then that was that. So I was kind of trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Let's reset this back to default. This is what caused the issue with the clip the first time, because I was telling it to stop printing at height 12, so the clip was getting all kinds of janky. So yeah, let's go ahead. So yeah, and whoops. No, we won't. Also, if I'm finding that things that get too intricate, if you leave that on, it completely fills it and just kind of, you know, doesn't care about any of your settings. So yeah, like that's the end result. I think that looks pretty cool. I just tried to print it out, and it didn't really seem like it was too effective. What I mean is, I need to re-level my bed. Since I haven't been printing in a while, it seems like it's a little out of whack, which, you know, it stands to reason. But one moment and I'll show you kind of what the end result is. I haven't even checked it. It's cooling on the bed. I just know that the first layer was giving me some adhesion issues since it's got a really small surface area. That's that first layer. Let's see. So the walls might be a little bit too thin. The overall, I mean, well, I can assure you it looks cooler in person. You can see the bottom kind of screwed up there. I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah, that bottom layer is really screwing everything up. Afraid if I even snap it into place, I may not be able to get it out. One moment. Oh man, I wish it would. Meh. It's a concept to play around with. just don't think I've seen anyone do, you know, that kind of, really do that kind of thing with the infill using just one layer like that. Now I'm gonna have to try to print it out again and see if I can get it to actually get a decent print out of it. I hate having these little stragglers, but that's kind of what happens whenever you print such thin layers. Cool, yeah, maybe tomorrow, whenever I stream again, I'll make sure that the audio is working so we don't have this kind of hiccup. So, alright. Thanks for tuning in, and I am out. Till tomorrow.